Okay. Imagine with me for a moment that you've come home from work and you're sitting on the couch watching CNN. And up comes a video, a news report of a catastrophe in Tanzania. And in this news report, you see families devastated, children suffering, and you decide, I want to do something about this catastrophe. So you go online and you found a beautiful organization. They've got beautiful photos. They look like they're doing a great work. And you see the children in their website, they're suffering, and you donate online to this organization. It's called A Better Future for Tanzania, and that's what you want. Immediately they send you an email thanking you for your kind sacrifice and how they are going to change lives with the money that you've given. A couple days later, you receive a t-shirt in the mail, a beautiful t-shirt, well designed, that says, I'm giving a better future to Tanzania, and you wear this t-shirt to work. Now at work, your coworkers are interested in what you're doing, and they too want to donate. So they go online and they receive an email. Now you decide, let's do fundraisers together. So you have happy hours, you have a walk. Now you're donating and you're all participating in this wonderful organization. So one year you say, let's go to Tanzania and we'll surprise them. You all get a ticket to Tanzania and you show up, you get the address and you show up at this beautiful house. A mansion, which kind of confuses you. You go to the mansion and the maid answers the door and you sit down and you realize you don't see any of the work. You don't see an office, you don't see workers. You go in the backyard and you, laying on the dust in front of a background of dust and perceived poverty, you see a sign that's in all the pictures that you've seen laying on the ground flat, and you realize you have been duped. Now, this is the experience that I had when I first started in humanitarian aid. I was shocked to discover the dark side. My name is Lisa Ballantyne, and I've worked in humanitarian aid for 15 years. I worked in the Dominican Republic and Haiti, and I discovered a very dark side of the big business of humanitarian aid. Now, the U.S. alone, according to USAID reports, spends $36.8 billion in 2018 on humanitarian aid. This creates a lot of problems that perhaps you've seen or heard about. First of all, it creates dependency. It can create dependency. Dambisa Moyo wrote a book called Dead Aid and did some studies on Africa. The World Bank Development Index says that the majority of the population in Africa makes $1 a day. The economy is lower than it was in the 1970s. And all the billions of dollars that we've spent in Africa, Africa remains as it was in the 70s. Now, the amount of money spent also encourages corruption. Because I lived in the Dominican Republic, I drove over to Haiti after the earthquake. And I saw firsthand how corruption can take hold with the money that comes in for aid in Haiti. Imagine Haiti, a small island, with the money of a small government and the temptation of billions of dollars coming in. The other issue that it can encourage is that those who are donating can demand conditions that can cause social damage in the country. Oftentimes, these companies or people, they have demands about where their money goes, not knowing the culture, and this can cause social damage in the long run for the culture. Now, I'm painting for you a desperately dark picture of what we're doing for the people. But I want you to know that there is hope. The hope is that donors drive the market. As in any market, consumers are the ones that make the decisions ultimately. And as donors, we have all the power. I've experienced a new and refreshing attitude amongst millennials. According to Forbes magazine, millennials choose to buy from companies that have 3 aspects. Number 1, social responsibility. Millennials are concerned that companies have social responsibility. Number 2, sustainable manufacturing. Millennials prefer to buy from companies that use sustainable methods. And number 3, ethical business standards. Millennials choose ethical business standards from the companies they buy from. How much more from companies that we're donating to, organizations where our money is given freely and we expect nothing in return? What do we expect in return? We expect responsibility. We want to give back. Do you want to make a change in the world with the money that you donate? There's only one answer. Do your homework.